Hello friends, good morning, welcome to NEET WORLD. So, we are here to discuss IPE questions pertaining to Maths 2A from 9:30 to 10:30 am. Post that we will be discussing Maths 2B, okay. And in the evening sessions we will be having, definitely today we will be having the junior IPE, that is for first year 1A and 1B. Okay. In the previous class we discussed, we started with what? LAQs. Okay. We are starting with LAQs, then post that we will be doing what? SAQs, then we will be doing VSAQs. Okay. So, first all the LAQs of all the chapters, all the SAQs of all the chapters and all the VSAQs of all the chapters. Why? Because once your LAQs are done, okay, you will be having 35 marks in your hand. So, that will give you a lot of confidence. Then SAQs, it will give you 20 marks. Then remaining 20 marks from VSAQs we will be doing, which you can learn very peacefully. Okay. So, yesterday we started with what? We started with the chapter of de Moivre's theorem. We are doing the part 2 of that. Okay. Yesterday we solved some questions. So, based on that we will be solving some other questions as well in this session. Post that in the second session, that is when it comes to the next session we will be doing 2B, where we will be discussing about circles, remaining questions on circles. Alright friends, let us start. Okay. One more thing, let me remind you again, if you want the soft copy of this, okay, yesterday itself we have made a short on that. You can check that, okay, where we have explained cleanly or clearly that what you have to do is just you have to subscribe our YouTube channel, okay, follow our Instagram page if you are on Instagram, or below this video you will be having what? You will be having Telegram link. Please join the Telegram link, and most importantly download our Med World app, Med Space World app. Okay, please download that. After that, in the chat section you can go and type hi, hello or whatever you want. Okay, based on that our team will contact you and you can get the soft copy immediately. Then you can start preparing very well. These classes will help you. Along with that, if you use this material, definitely it will be helpful. Okay, మీరు ఏమైనా మ్యాథ్స్ లో 75 కి 75 కావాలనుకుంటే 2A కానీ 2B కానీ లేకపోతే 1A కానీ 1B కానీ, if you are junior intermediate, okay, please use this soft copy. Definitely it will be helpful. Okay, and it is free of cost. Okay, and apart from that we will be doing classes based on this only. So it will be very good revision for you people. Okay, so let us start friends. So let us start with the discussion on de Moivre's theorem. What is the page number? Let us see. Let us see the page number first. Okay. So, all right, de Moivre's theorem 61. Okay friends, so these are the questions on de Moivre's theorem which are highly important. So yesterday itself I have explained you when it comes to de Moivre's theorem, what is de Moivre's theorem. Okay, let me repeat that or reiterate again. So see here, de Moivre's theorem says that, what does de Moivre's theorem say? De Moivre's theorem, what does it state? It says that if you have something like cos theta plus I sin theta, okay, to the power of any power, okay, let me take it as 2n or let me take it as just n. Okay, so this will translate into what? This will translate into cos of n theta plus I sin n theta. It will become like this. Okay, this n will come within theta. It will join as an angle. Okay, it will become an angle. Okay, it will come within this. Okay, n theta. It will become here also n theta. It will become, the power will come inside. That is what de Moivre's theorem states. And most importantly, you have to understand de Moivre's theorem is valid for cos theta plus I sin theta, you know, plus or plus is okay, we have already done, minus I sin theta, for this also it is valid, yes it is valid. Okay, what about this sin theta plus I cos theta, sin theta minus I cos theta, is it valid for this? Is it valid for this? Definitely no, because after imaginary part, in the imaginary part only sin should be there, not cos. Okay, in the imaginary part sin should be there, not cos. Cos should always be the real part. So it is definitely not valid directly for this, but we can change this. What you can write this? This you can write it as what? Okay, cos pi by 2 minus theta, sin can be written as cos pi by 2 minus theta, complementary angles. Okay, plus I sin pi by 2 minus theta. Okay, so this this can be written as what? Sin pi by 2 minus theta is what? Cos theta. Okay. So this way you can convert this. Similarly, this one you can convert it as cos pi by 2 minus theta minus I sin pi by 2 minus theta. Okay. This one. Okay. So now it is valid because now cos is in the real part and sin is in the imaginary part. Clear na? This is the way you can convert. Directly you cannot apply this, but you can convert this using the complementary angles. Okay, which you would have studied in 10th standard also, correct na? Sin 90 plus theta is cos theta, cos 90 plus theta is sin theta, tan 90 plus theta is cos theta, secant 90 plus theta is cosecant theta, cosecant 90 plus theta is secant theta. All these things you would have studied in class 10th itself. So using that, okay, for sin and cos you can convert this, where you can apply De Moivre's theorem, okay, directly. Okay, but directly here you cannot apply, but you have to convert like this. Another most important thing is I keep using cis. Cis means what? See here. Okay, if I use cis theta is nothing but equal to, see here, cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay, so most importantly, if I use cis theta, cos theta plus I sin theta. If I use cis theta to the power of n, it is nothing but equal to cos theta plus I sin theta to the power of n. That's it. Okay, please keep this in mind. I'll keep using cis. Okay, most of the time, some of the times. Okay, so you should not get confused. What does this cis means? It is nothing but in polar form. This becomes what? Cos theta plus I sin theta. This is the thing you have to keep in your mind. Okay, I think it is screen is coming blank. Let us check. It's fine. Okay, so this is what I was telling, cos theta, I sin theta. Okay, cos should be in the real part. If it is not in the real part, you have to bring it to the real part by using complementary angles, and this cis theta is cos theta plus I sin theta. Clear na? Now let us go to the question which we have to solve now. Okay, so what is the question that we have to solve? So in the previous class we have already completed these questions. This third question and fourth question I combined and I solved it. Okay, now we have to do the third part of this fourth question. Okay, of this third question we have completed already. Okay, now we have to do what? This third part of this, we have to do what, friends? We have to do this third part of this fourth question. Okay, third part of this fourth question we have to do. So we have to prove what? Cos of alpha plus beta, cos of alpha plus beta plus gamma plus cos of gamma plus alpha. This should be alpha actually. Alpha plus gamma should be equal to 0. This is what we have to prove. Okay, this is what we have to prove. Now let us take this question, friends. What is that we have to prove? We have to prove that. Okay, first let us take what is given. What is given to us? They have given if cos alpha, okay, plus cos beta plus cos gamma, okay, is equal to 0, and also this is also equal, this is also equal to, this 0 is also equal to sin alpha plus sin beta plus sin gamma, this is equal to 0. They are asking us to prove what? They are asking us to prove that already 3 proofs we have done. They are asking us to prove that what is that? They are asking us to prove that cos alpha plus beta plus cos beta plus gamma plus cos gamma plus alpha is equal to 0. We have to prove that, this one. Okay, for this already we have done the solution. I mean the starting steps which we have to do. It is the same for all the 4 questions that is there in the question 3 and question 4 subparts. Okay, now let me repeat that again. So first what we took what did we take? We took that let what is the color we should use? Let us use any color. So the solution, okay, solution, see here when we talk about the solution. So we took let x is equal to cos alpha plus I sin alpha. Okay, so this is nothing but equal to cis alpha, correct na? This is nothing but equal to cis alpha. So y is equal to cos beta plus I sin beta, that is nothing but equal to cis beta. Now z is equal to cos gamma plus I sin gamma, this is nothing but equal to cis gamma. This is nothing but equal to cis gamma, correct na? This is what we took. Similarly we took 1 by x, 1 by y, 1 by z. So this is equal to what we will get? We will get equal to cis of minus alpha, it will be cis minus cis alpha, it will become, correct na? So it will become what? Cos alpha minus I sin alpha, okay, cos beta minus I sin beta, reciprocal when we take, it will become minus in between, okay, minus I sin gamma. This is what we will have, 1 by x, 1 by y, 1 by z. So when we took that x plus y plus z, when we took it, we got the value as equal to 0. Similarly, when I took what? When I took 1 by x plus 1 by y plus 1 by z, okay, we got it as what? We got it as xy plus yz plus zx, okay, we took it as we got equal to 0, x plus y plus z, xy plus x plus y plus z, this will also come equal to 0, okay, this will also come equal to 0, because this, when you add it, it will become equal to 0, because see, they have given this value cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma is equal to 0, sin alpha, sin beta, sin gamma is equal to 0. So this will become what? This will become imaginary part will become equal to 0, real part will become equal to 0. Directly I am writing xy plus yz plus zx is equal to 0. Okay, this is what we got. These are the two important relations we got. Okay, this is what we got, and also this one we got directly. Okay, after taking LCM. Now let me take this second relation, that is this relation, let me take it. For this question I want this second relation. Using this relation we solved, what is the thing we solved? Using this relation and also that relation we solved subpart 1, 2, 3. Okay, that is subpart 1 in the sense third question we solved, and subpart 1 and subpart 2 of question number 4 we solved. Now subpart 3, what is that we have to solve? That is we have to show that cos alpha plus beta, cos beta plus gamma, cos gamma plus alpha is equal to 0. Correct na? So for that let us take this relation, that is xy, that is we have to take xy, please focus. So that is what? Xy plus yz plus zx is equal to 0. Correct na? Already we know that x is equal to cis alpha, y is equal to cis gamma. Okay, let us put that value. Okay, so x is what? Cis alpha, y is what? Cis gamma, or sorry, cis beta. Okay, and y is what? Again cis beta, and z is what? Cis gamma. Just put those values, substitute those values. Plus z is what? Cis gamma. Okay, and again x is what? cis alpha. Okay, now we know that, okay, we know that we have to write it. Okay, cis alpha into cis beta is equal to what? Cis alpha into cis beta is equal to cis of alpha plus beta. Okay, cis of alpha plus beta. Okay, so alpha plus beta, also cis beta and cis gamma also will be equal to cis of beta plus gamma. This you have to write it, very important this step. Okay, so you have to show to the examiner that you know this, cis gamma plus cis alpha, not cis alpha, okay, cis not gamma, cis alpha is equal to what? Cis gamma plus alpha. Correct na? Now you put these values here, what you will get? If you put these values here, you will get it as cis of, okay, cis of alpha plus beta. Okay, now this equation will become what? This equation will become cis of alpha plus beta plus cis of beta plus gamma plus cis of gamma plus alpha is equal to 0. Instead of writing 0, we will write it in the form of complex number form, that is real part and imaginary part. 0 plus I times 0. Correct na? We will write it like this. Now cis alpha plus beta, cis beta plus gamma, cis gamma plus alpha. This is what we have. Correct na? Now in terms of cis we have written. Let us write it in terms of cos and sin. So this will become what, friends? This will become cos of, let me write all the real parts together, cos of alpha plus beta, okay, plus cos of, what is it, beta plus gamma, plus cos of gamma plus alpha. Correct na? Real part is done. Now let us write imaginary part, that is plus I into, okay, what is it, sin of alpha plus beta plus sin of beta plus gamma plus sin of gamma plus alpha. This is equal to what? This is equal to 0 plus I times 0. Now what we have to prove? This real part is equal to 0 we have to prove. What we will do? Just equate the real parts. Equate the real parts. Equate the real parts. Okay. Very simple. Equate the real parts. Equating the real parts, what we will get? Cos of alpha plus beta plus cos of beta plus gamma plus cos of gamma plus alpha, that is equal to 0. Simple, proved. Okay, very simple. We got the answer. Then put it in box so that the examiner finds it easy, so that you will get marks very easily, so that they can, visibility is also very important. Okay, whatever you write, okay, it should be visible. In the sense, visibility in the sense, whatever the steps you write, it should be clearly visible to them. Okay, you have to show that you are knowing all these things. Okay, so you make the examiner's life easy, that is by making it simple for them, that is you have to show that these steps are written. Okay, put it important steps, put it under box like that. Okay, write the reason why you are using this step, all these things. Clear na? So this is it about this question. We have solved this question. What we had to prove? See here, students, see here, cis alpha plus beta, cis beta plus gamma, cis alpha gamma plus alpha is equal to 0. We have to prove. We have proved that. Correct na? So let us move to the next question. Let us proceed to the next question. What is the next question? Let us see. So this is the question that they have given. Okay, let us zoom it. Let us zoom it, friends. So what is the question that they have given? If n is an integer, very important, n is an integer and z is equal to cis theta, where theta belongs to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. That is how you write theta. Theta is not equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. Then show that z to the power of 2n minus 1, z to the power of 2n plus 1 is equal to, okay, I tan n theta. This is March 2019 question. Okay, so we have to prove that n is an integer. Okay, z to the power of 2n minus 1, z to the power of 2n plus 1, okay, 2n plus 1, okay, is equal to I tan n theta. Okay, let us take up the question. What is that they have given? So they have given, what is that? We have to prove that. They have given what? They have given z is equal to cis theta. This is what they have given. Prove that, okay, where n is an integer, okay, prove that, okay, z to the power of 2n, okay, divided by again z to the power of 2n, this is what? Plus 1 or minus 1? Okay, this is minus 1, this is plus 1, this is plus 1, this is minus 1, this is plus 1, is equal to what? Is equal to I tan n theta. This is what we have to prove. Okay, this is what we have to prove. So let us solve this, friends. So very simple. See here, here your knowledge of trigonometry will be useful here. So see here, z is what? First of all, given that, okay, solution, okay, solution, okay, given that n is an integer, steps are very important, and what is it? Z is equal to cis theta. So that means what? Z is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay, I sin theta. Okay, z is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. This is what they have given. Now what will happen to z to the power of n? So let us take LHS. Okay, LHS is equal to what? Z to the power of 2n minus 1 divided by z to the power of 2n plus 1. Okay, but z is what? Cis theta, that is cos theta plus I sin theta. Let us put the values of z in terms of cos theta and I sin theta. So let us write this as what? Cos theta plus I sin theta to the power of 2n minus, carefully, you should have lot of patience while solving IPE questions. You will get it definitely correct. You should have the patience, you should have the focus till you get the answer. So this is what? Cos theta plus I sin theta to the power of 2n plus 1. This is what? Plus 1 we have. Correct na? We have plus 1. Now let us go to the next page. Now let us apply what? Let us apply de Moivre's theorem. Let us apply de Moivre's theorem now. Okay, by applying de Moivre's theorem, what will happen? This 2n will come inside. Correct na? This 2n will come inside. So by applying our favorite de Moivre's theorem, de Moivre's theorem. What do we have, friends? By applying that, we have LHS. That implies we will get cos 2n theta plus I sin 2n theta minus 1. Okay, let it be within the bracket, or let us remove the bracket, not a problem. Divided by cos 2n theta is not 0, 2n theta plus I sin 2n theta plus 1. Plus 1, this is what we have, LHS. Okay, LHS, this is what we have. Correct na? LHS, this is what we have, implies this is what we have. Now see here, cos 2n theta minus 1, cos 2n theta plus 1. So we know that, okay, we know that, okay, 1 minus cos 2 theta, okay, 1 minus cos 2 theta is equal to what? 2 sin square theta, and 1 plus cos 2 theta is equal to what? 2 cos square theta. Correct na? Now this I can further write it as what? I can write this as this cos 2n minus theta is there. Cos 2n theta minus 1 is there, correct na? I can write this as what? I can write this as minus 1. I can take it outside. This will become what? 1 minus cos 2n theta plus I sin 2 theta. So we also know that what is this? Sin 2 theta can be written as what? Sin 2 theta can be written as 2 sin theta cos theta. So this I will write it here. Sin 2 theta can be written as I sin theta cos theta divided by same thing here 1 plus cos 2 theta, write it together, 1 plus cos 2 n theta, okay, cos 2 n theta, correct na, cos 2 n theta. So this will not be just theta, this will become 2n will become just n, sin n theta cos n theta, that's it. Now see here, very careful, very simple question, just have to use the knowledge of trigonometry here, just the knowledge of trigonometry will help you to solve this question, clear na. Now see here 1 plus cos 2 n theta plus I again here double angle formula sin n theta, 2n will become n, that's it, okay, into cos n theta. Now we know that 1 minus cos 2 theta is what? 2 sin square theta. 1 plus cos 2 theta is what? 2 cos square theta, okay, that 2 will apply here. So this will become what? So this have put it in the box, we know that. So let me write this here. So this will become what? 1 minus cos 2 theta is what, friends? 2 cos square theta. So minus is there, so this will become what? Minus 2 cos square n theta. N is very important. Minus 1, what is this? Minus 2 cos square n theta. So 2n will become n, okay, double will become half. If it is 4, it will become 2. If it is 6, it will become 3. If it is 2, it will become 1. So cos square n theta plus I into 2 sin n theta, copy it as ever, okay, whatever it is, you copy that, same thing here. Here very important, here 1 plus cos 2 theta is what? 2 cos square theta, correct na, that will become what? 2, what is this? This should be 2 sin square theta na, minus means this is 1 minus cos 2 theta means it will become sin square theta, okay, oh, sorry. So this will become what? Sin square, okay, sin square n theta, this will become 2 cos square n theta, 2 cos square n theta plus what is this? I into 2 sin n theta into cos n theta. But here see here I is there, here minus 1 is there, okay, minus 2 is there, correct na. This minus, see 2 and 2 is there, here minus is there, here plus is there, okay, but I have to eliminate this minus sign. To eliminate this minus sign, what I can do, because they are telling that in the RHS, always think about the RHS, just don't solve LHS. I want to get I in the RHS. To get I, definitely I have to do some modification. This is my key step, let me write my key step, that is this one I can write it as what? This one I can write it as minus 2, see here, minus 2 can be written as what? Minus 2 can be written as minus 1 into 2, okay, minus 1 can be written as what? Minus 1 can be written as, okay, square root of minus 1, correct na, this can be written as what? Minus 1, see here, so see here, minus 2 is there, okay, so minus 2 is there, I can write it as minus 1 into 2, okay, so minus 1 is nothing but equal to what? I square into 2, okay, I square into 2, so minus 2 can be written as minus 1 into 2, minus 1 is nothing but I square into 2, I square is, I is what? Root of minus 1, root of minus 1 into root of minus 1, root and root will cancel, we will get what? Minus 1, so minus 1 is nothing but equal to I square, so this will become what, friends? This will become, I can write it instead of minus 2, I can write it as what? I can write it as, so minus 2 will become equal to what? Minus 2 will become equal to I square into 2, so I can write it as 2 times I square, okay, 2 times I square sin square n theta plus what is this? Plus 2 times I sin n theta cos n theta divided by 2 times cos square n theta plus 2 times I sin n theta into cos n theta. This is what I have. Now let us take whatever is in common. So in the numerator what is common? Okay, this is my key step. In the numerator what is common? Sin is common. Here also sin is common. Here the denominator what is common? Cos is common. That is 2 sin is common. Here also 2 cos is common. But apart from this, what is common? I is also common in the numerator. Let us take all the common things. Okay, let us go to the next page. So this will become what, friends? This will become 2 times I. Okay, this will become 2 times I into what I should write? Sin n theta. Okay, divided by 2 times cos n theta. This is the common things we have taken outside. So this will become what? Within the bracket, this will become 2 times I if I have taken out, this will become sin n theta, okay, plus I, what I have, so sin if I have taken out, this will become I cos theta, okay. So here also it will be, so cos if I have taken out, what I will have, here I will have, what I will have, cos I will have, here also I will have what, here I will have cos n theta plus I, what I will have, here if I take cos outside, I sin n theta, I sin n theta, correct now. So sin will be here, here what I will have cos n theta plus what I will have I sin n theta should come, this will be n theta, correct na, this is what I will have sin n theta plus cos n theta plus I sin n theta. Let us check, just a minute, let us check. So this will be what, cos if I take it outside, this will be cos will remain inside, and here sin n theta will come, here what will come, here sin will come outside, cos n theta sin n theta. So this will become equal to what, sin will come here, sin will come here, okay. So apart from this, what is this, what is the question, we have to prove what, we have to prove that this is the thing. So this is the thing we will have. Now see here, now when I take common, here I will remain, here I will remain, and one more thing, because it is I square, so this will be just cos n theta, this will be just cos n theta. Now just this will be just cos n theta, here I will remain, because see here, observe here carefully, I is here, okay. If I take just I will remain, just if I take I will remain again here. So I sin theta, I will be removed here, this will become cos n theta. So that is correct. So what we have written is correct, I sin n theta cos, this will be cos n theta, just a minute, this will be cos n theta, correct na, cos n theta. Now see here, I sin n theta, cos n theta, cos n theta, this is nothing but same, cancel it, that's it, okay, cancel it. This implies 2 to cancel, what I will have, I sin n theta, what I will have friends, I sin n theta by cos n theta, correct na, sin by cos is what, tan, so this is nothing but equal to I times tan n theta, okay. So this is nothing but RHS, so LHS is equal to RHS, we have proved it, that's it, very simple, okay, very simple. Here the most important thing is you have to know this, okay, know this results of trigonometry, apply that there, then it is very simple. And most importantly here, this one, this minus 2 you will make it this one, okay, I square, okay, this will become I square na, this is the one of the key steps which you have to keep in mind. Minus 1 you will write it as I square, so that is very important, minus 1 should always be written as I square depending on the question, okay. Here I use that, okay, minus 1 will become plus, become plus, because this negative will I have to eliminate, for that instead of minus 1 I will write it as what, I square. So please keep this in mind, okay friends. Let us move to the next question, I hope it is clear now. Let us move to the next question friends. We have taken substantial amount of time to solve this question because it is important, okay. Now let us solve this question friends. Look at this, look at this question. They are telling, show that one value of, okay, show that one value of, okay, 1 plus sin pi by 8 plus I cos pi by 8 divided by 1 plus sin pi by 8 minus I cos pi by 8 is to the power of 8 by 3 is minus 1. So this has been asked multiple examinations, that means they have asked in what is 2024 they have asked, okay, again 24, okay, 20, and again 2016 they have asked. That means this question is important, okay, they have asked multiple times. So let us solve this question. This question appears, looks like difficult question, but it is very simple. How it is simple, let me show, okay. Let us solve this in a very simplified manner friends, okay. Let us solve this in a very simplified manner. Again here you should know the knowledge of trigonometry, that's it, okay. Here you should have the knowledge of trigonometry. So we have to show that the value of this is equal to minus 1. So let us take these things, let us take this, okay, let us take this, that means let us take this, what is the value here, this is given 1 plus sin, let us take the question here, let us take the question here friends. Question is given as 1 plus sin pi by 8, okay, plus I cos pi by 8 divided by, what is that, 1 plus sin pi by 8 minus I cos pi by 8. Minus I cos pi by 8. Okay. This to the power of, what is it? 8 by 3. Correct na? 8 by 3 is equal to 1. We have to prove that. Is equal to minus 1. Prove that. This we have to prove that. Correct na? This is what we have to prove. This is the question. Okay. Let us solve this. Solution. So look at this. Definitely this is not in the form where you can apply De Moivre's theorem directly. See here, sin pi by 8, cos pi by 8 is given. Okay, sin pi by 8 minus cos pi by 8. Okay, definitely I told you when you talk about imaginary part, it should have sin. Imaginary part, it should have sin. It is having what? Cos. That means we have to convert sin to cos and cos to sin here, because we have to bring it to a standard form where you can apply De Moivre's theorem. So what we can do here, friends? We can do what here? So sin pi by 8, cos pi by 8 is there. So what I can do here? Sin pi by 8. So sin theta can be written as what? Cos 90 minus theta. Okay, sin theta can be written as what? Cos 90 minus theta. So instead of sin pi by 8, what I can write it? Okay, sin pi by 8, instead of that I can write it as what? Sin pi by 8 can be written as cos 90 minus theta, cos pi by 2 minus theta. Theta is what here? Pi by 8. So this will become what, friends? If I take LCM, this will become cos 3 pi by 8. Okay, this will become what? We need to put bracket. This will become cos 3 pi by 8. If I take LCM, so 4 minus 1, 3, cos 3 pi by 8. Next one, cos pi by 8. That is, cos theta can be written in terms of sin as what? This should become sin. So this can be written as sin 90 minus theta, that is equal to cos theta. So sin 90 minus pi by 8. This will give us again. This will give us sin 3 pi by 8. This is the first step you have to do. Very important step, because you have to bring this into De Moivre's theorem. Okay, you have to bring this into a form where you can apply De Moivre's theorem. Okay, so this will become what? This will become 1 plus. Okay, this will become instead of this will become this. Let us take this as equation 1. Okay, 1 plus sin pi by 8. Instead of sin pi by 8, what I can write? Cos 3 pi by 8. Okay, cos 3 pi by 8 plus I sin 3 pi by 8. Okay, divided by 1 plus, what is it? Cos 3 pi by 8. Correct na? Cos 3 pi by 8 plus I sin, it is not plus, it should be minus. Correct na? This is minus I sin 3 pi by 8 I sin 3 pi by 8 to the power of what is it? To the power of 8 by 3. Okay, this is what is given. How we did this? Using equation 1. We did use equation 1. Equation 1 is what? This is what we did. Using equation 1, you have to show this. How it came? We used this and converted sin to cos and cos to sin, because we can apply De Moivre's theorem now. Now let us go to the next place. Let us apply De Moivre's theorem. Okay, or let us see this. Let us apply De Moivre's theorem here itself. Okay, so this will become what, friends? Okay, apply De Moivre's theorem here. Okay, apply De Moivre's theorem. What will happen by applying De Moivre's theorem? Okay, but before that, let us convert this cos into something. What is it? 1 plus cos theta. Again here also 1 plus cos theta is there. So I can write this as what? I can write this as, first let us convert this into, before applying De Moivre's theorem, let us convert this into a form where you can apply, where you can eliminate 1. So 1 plus cos theta is what? 1 plus cos theta is nothing but equal to 2 cos square theta. Okay, 1 plus cos theta is nothing but equal to 2 cos square theta by 2. Here also 1 plus cos theta is nothing but equal to what? 2 cos square theta by 2. Let us apply that here. Okay, let us apply that here. So this will become what? 2 cos square theta by 2. Theta by 2 is what? 3 pi. 8 into 2 is what? 16. I will write it directly. Similarly, sin theta can be written as what? 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So this can be written as 2 sin theta by 2. That is 3 pi theta by, this is 3 pi by 8 by 2. That is 8 into 2, it will become 16. So cos into 3 pi 16. Okay, how it is coming? Sin theta can be written as 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. Correct na? Similarly, I can write in the denominator also. So this will become what, friends? This will become 2 cos square 3 pi by 16 minus I into 2 sin 3 pi by 16 into cos 3 pi by 16. This is what we have, and don't forget in the power we have 8 by 3. So what did we use here? Therefore you have to write it, the reason. Therefore 1 plus cos theta is equal to 2 cos square theta by 2. You have to write the reason, very important, then only you will get full marks. So another thing is sin theta is nothing but equal to 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. This is the reason we have used. Okay, this is the reason we have used. Okay, now let us go to the next page. 2 cos square theta by 2. Here also cos theta is there. Okay, here also cos theta is there. What we can do? We can take common. Okay, 2 and 2 we can take common. So what we will do here? We will take common cos 2 cos theta by 2 will take common. Okay, next page we will take common. So that is 2 cos 3 pi by 16 will take common. Okay, and this will become what? This will become equal to, okay, cos 3 pi by 16 plus I sin 3 pi by 16, okay, divided by what is this? Cos 3 pi by 16 minus I sin 3 pi by 16. This is what we have. Okay, this entire thing under bracket. Now here also I will take 2 cos 3 pi by 16. Okay, 3 pi by 16. Now what do we have, friends? Here 8 by 8 to the power of 3 is there. Okay, this is not, sorry, to the power of 8 by 3 is there. So that will come here also. That will come here also. When we take common, this will also have 8 to the power of 8 by 3. This will also have to the power of 8 by 3. This will also have 8 to the power of what? 8 by 3. To the power of 8 by 3. This will also have. Correct na? This will also have to the power of 8 by 3. Now what we can do? 2 cos 3 pi by 16. 2 cos 3 pi by 16 to the power of 8 by 3 to the power of 8 by 3. What I can do? Just cancel it. Okay. Now just cancel it. Now let us apply de Moivre's theorem here. By apply de Moivre's theorem here. Apply de Moivre's, okay, theorem. Apply de Moivre's theorem here. What will happen? 8 by 3 will come inside. Okay, so this will become what? Cos 3 pi by 16 into what I will have? Into 8 by 3. Okay, into 8 by 3. Here 8 will be there, 3 will be there. Okay, plus I sin 3 pi by 16. Okay, 3 pi by 16 into 8 by 3. 8 by 3 is for this angle. Okay, not for outside. This is for angle. Okay, so this will become what? Cos 3 pi by 16 into 8 by 3. Okay, minus I sin 3 pi by 16 into 8 by 3. Correct na? This is what we have. What I can do? 3 I can cancel. Okay, 3 I can cancel. 3 I can cancel. 3 I can cancel. What about 8? 8 1s are 8 2s are. 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 Correct na? Now this will become what, friends? So this will become cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2 divided by cos pi by 2, okay, minus I sin pi by 2. We know that cos pi by 2 is 0 and sin pi by 2 is 1. Let us put the values. So this will become what? 0 plus I into 1 divided by 0 minus I into 1. So this will become what? Finally this will become I divided by minus I. This if we cancel, you will have equal to minus 1. That is very simple. Correct na? That is nothing but equal to RHS. Hence we have proved it. We wanted to do what? We wanted to prove that this value is equal to minus 1, which is very easily we have proved it. Okay, so look at this. What the question asks? We have to prove that this is equal to minus 1. So first thing is what? We converted, because directly it is not in the form of what? Where you can apply de Moivre's theorem, because real part is sin and imaginary part is cos, but it should be the other way. That is, real part should be cos and imaginary part should be sin. So first we converted that by using complementary angles. Sin 90 minus theta is cos theta, cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. We put that values here. After that, to eliminate one, what is that we think? What is the thing that we use? 1 plus cos theta is what? 1 plus cos theta is equal to 2 cos square theta by 2, and sin theta is 2 sin square, 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. That we put it here, and then we took common. Okay, that we took common here. Okay, after taking common, this will get cancelled. Here we apply de Moivre's theorem. 8 by 3 will come inside. Okay, after this simplification, we will get cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. Similarly, here denominator will get cos pi by 2 minus I sin pi by 2. Okay, so cos pi by 2 is 0, sin pi by 2 is 1. If you put the values, you will get I by minus I, that is equal to minus 1. That is nothing but equal to what? RHS. Simple. Fairly simple question. Clear na? Fairly simple question. This is how you got to solve this question, friends. Okay. I hope it is clear to all of you. Let us move to the next question. Very important question, highly important question. They were asked multiple times. Okay. Let us move to the next question. Okay. So this is the last question pertaining to the de Moivre's theorem. Okay. This is the last question pertaining to de Moivre's theorem, which is very important. Okay. So they are asking, find all the roots of the equation. find all the roots of the equation, mark it as important. Okay, find all the roots of the equation. X to the power of 9 minus x to the power of 5 plus x to the power of 4 minus 1. Okay, so this is what they are asking. Find all the roots of the equation. Look at this. Find all the roots of the equation. Find all the roots of the equation. X to the power of 9 minus x to the power of 5 plus x to the power of 4 minus 1 is equal to 0. So let us take this equation. Correct now? Let us take this equation. What is that? X to the power of 9 plus x to the power of 5. What is it? X to the power of 5 plus x to the power of 4 minus 1. Should be minus x to the power of 5 plus x to the power of 4 minus 1 plus x to the power of 4 minus 1. Please be careful while copying the question. So this is equal to 0. So this is the question. You have to find all the roots of this equation. So solution. Solution. First let us write down the equation that is given. Correct na? Let us write down the equation that is given. What is the equation that is given? X to the power of 9 minus x to the power of 5 x to the power of 4 minus 1 is equal to 0. Now here definitely in such type of what polynomials, definitely we have to take something that is common. Let us take x to the power of 5 outside here. What will get? X to the power of 5, okay, is equal to x to the power of 5. If I take common, this will become x to the power of 4 minus 1. So plus here I can write 1 x to the power of 4 minus 1 is equal to 0. This is one of my key steps. Okay, this is one of my key steps. Okay, now what I can do this way, how do we solve quadratic equation? Same thing we are doing. This is x to the power of 5 plus 1 into x to the power of 4 minus 1 is equal to 0 we will get. Okay, so we will get 2 roots, that is 2 roots in the sense we will get this is the factors, that is x to the power of 5 plus 1 x to the power of 4 minus 1, not 2 roots, the factors will get like this. Now x to the power of 5 plus 1 is equal to 0. This implies what? This implies x to the power of 5 is equal to minus 1. X to the power of 5 is equal to minus 1. This implies what? X to the power of x can be written as what? Minus 1 to the power of, okay, minus 1 to the power of 1 by 5, minus 1 to the power of 1 by 5. So x can be written as what? Minus 1 to the power of 1 by 5. Let us come back to x to the power of 4 minus 1 is equal to 0 later. X is equal to minus 1 to the power of 1 by 5. Now we know that this can be written as what? This can be written as x is equal to minus 1. Okay, in terms of what is this? In terms of theta, minus 1 when we will get it in terms of polar form or in terms of cis form, if you want to write it, what we can write? Minus 1 to the power of 1 by 5. I can write this as what? I can write this as, so minus 1 when we will get it? When it is cos pi, because cos it should be odd pi, cos pi plus I can write it as what? I sin pi. Okay, I sin pi to the power of 1 by 5. Sin pi is 0. Okay, but why we are taking 0? Because here real part is only there, imaginary part is not there. So minus 1 to the power of 5 can be written as cos pi plus I sin pi. Okay, cos pi is what? Minus 1. Okay, plus I sin pi. Sin pi is what? 0. So this will be, therefore see here, therefore I can write it cos pi is minus 1. Okay, sin pi is 0. Okay, sin pi is 0. Okay, now this I can write it as what? X is equal to, I can write it as cis pi to the power of 1 by 5. I can write this as what? Cis pi to the power of 1 by 5. But this is the particular form. We have to write it in general form. In general form, theta can be written as what? 2 times k pi plus pi. Correct na? 2 times. So this can be written as cis 2 times, okay, 2 times k pi plus pi to the power of 1 by 5. To the power of 1 by 5. Okay, to the power of 1 by 5 I can write it. So let me write it like this. To the power of 1 by 5. Correct na? This is what we will get. Now by applying De Moivre's theorem, by applying De Moivre's theorem, okay, what we will have? So here we have to write one more thing. Okay, k is equal to what? K is all the values up to 5 but not 5, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So please keep this in mind. If it is 6, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it is 7, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, like that. Okay, up to 5 means not 5. Okay, you should not include 5. 0 to 4 you have to take k value. Okay, now let us go to the next page. So we have what? X is equal to, by applying De Moivre's theorem, this will become what? Cis 2k pi plus pi 1 by 5. If it comes inside, this will become 1 by 5. 5 will come here. Okay, So, this will become what? 5 will come here. K is equal k pi plus pi by 5 it will become. Now, when I put k is equal to 0, what I will have? So, this therefore x will be equal to k is equal to 0 means this will become 6 pi by 5. Okay. When k is equal to 1, this will become 6 3 pi by 5. Okay. When k is equal to 2, this will become what? 4 plus 1 5 pi by 5, this will become 6 pi. This will become 6 pi. 5 pi by 5, this will become 6 pi. Similarly, if you do, this will become 9 pi by 5. This is what we will have. Okay. This is what we will have: 6 pi by 5, 3 pi by 5, 6 pi and 9 pi by 5. This we got for when we took x power 5, okay, plus 1 is equal to 0. Now, another thing that we have, that is x power 4 minus 1 is equal to 0. Correct now? See here, let us take this x power 4 minus 1 is equal to 0. So, x power 4 will be equal to what? Plus 1. This implies x power 4 can be written as 1 to the power of 1 by 4. Not x power 4. X can be written as what? X can be written as 1 to the power of 1 by 4. X can be written as 1 to the power of 1 by 4. Correct now? X can be written as 1 to the power of 1 by 4. Now, 1 to the power of 1 by 4, we have to get 1. Okay. In terms of cos and sin, when we will get 1? Okay. I want the real part to be 1, not the imaginary part. For the real part to be 1, that is, we will get 1. When we will get 1? When theta is equal to 0. So, this will become what? X is equal to cos 0 plus I sin 0 to the power of 1 by 4. Okay. Therefore, cos 0 is equal to 1 and sin 0 is equal to 0. Okay. This is what we have: cos 0 plus I sin 0 to the power of 1 by 4. So, x will be equal to what, friends? X will be equal to 60 to the power of 1 by 4. 60 to the power of 1 by 4. This is what we have. Okay. Now, in terms of general form, how we can write x? In terms of general form, we can write it as x is equal to cis 2k pi plus pi. Pi is not there because here it is 0. 2k, that's it. Just cis 2k pi to the power of 1 by 4, where k is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. That's all. 4 means 0, 1, 2, 3. 5 means 0, 1, 2, 4. Okay. If 1 by n means it is up to n minus 1. K will have the values up to 0 to n minus 1. That is, here it is 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, let us apply De Moivre's theorem. Apply De Moivre's theorem. Again. Okay. Apply De Moivre's theorem. So, this will become what, friends? This will become 1 by 4 will come inside. So, x will become equal to cis, okay, 2k pi by 1 by 4 means it will become 4 will come here. Now, 2 ones are, so see here, let me write it here. So, this will become what? 2k pi by 4. Correct now? 2k pi by 4. Okay. Pi by 4. Now, if we simplify this, we will have what? X is equal to what we will have, friends? X is equal to, we will have, when we put k is equal to 0, we will have cis 0. When we put k is equal to 0, we will have cis 0. So, and also we will have what? Cis. When k is equal to 1, we will have pi by 2, cis pi by 2. Similarly, we will have cis pi. Okay. Cis pi we will have, correct now? Cis pi we will have, and we will have cis 3 pi by 2. These are the values we will have, and if we put k is equal to 4, we will have cis pi by 2. But actually, cis 0 is equal to what? Actually, cis 0 is equal to what? Cis 0 is equal to 1. Cis pi by 2 is equal to I. Okay. Cis pi by 2 is equal to I. Correct now? Because pi by 2 is nothing but equal to cos pi by 2 is 0 and sin pi by 2 is 1. I we will have, here it will be minus 1 and here it will be minus I. Okay. So, these are the values we got. Okay. For x, these are the values we got. Therefore, all the roots of the equation, therefore we should write finally the required roots of the given equation. The required roots of the given equation are, okay, what are those? First is what? Don't write only this. First is we got this also. Correct now? See here, we got this also. Cis pi by 5, cis 3 pi by 5, cis pi, cis 9 pi by 5. Along with that, you should write this also. Okay, what is this? This one. Okay. So, our first is what we got? So, first is cis pi by 5. Okay. Next is what? What we got? Cis 3 pi by 5. Next is cis pi. Next is cis, what is this? Cis 9 pi. And then we have these values 1 minus 1 I minus I. This can be written as what? Plus or minus 1 plus or minus I also, and plus or minus 1. Okay, these are the roots. These are the roots. So these are the required roots of the, or all the roots of the given equation. These how we have to solve these questions. Clear na? This is how we have to solve this question. I hope it is clear to you, all of you. Okay, I'll wind up now. So we are done with de Moivre's theorem. In 2 parts we have done. In the previous class we have done some of the questions, and today's class also very important questions we have done. Okay, you can have a look at this. Okay, these are the questions that we have done. See here, these are the questions that we have done. This one, very important. Even this one, all these questions. Okay, all these questions we have done. Okay, so this one and the previous one and the next one, all these questions we have done. So also the part, I mean sub question 3 of question 4, that also we did. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Watch the 2 sessions again so that you revise better, and also I have told you, watch the class. Apart from that, you have to just give half an hour for practice. That is more than enough. Okay, clearly it is enough. So I'll wind up now. Let's meet again after short duration of time for the second session, where we will be discussing about what 2B, that is circles. Fine, I'll wind up now. Thank you. Let's meet again.